Hello, welcome to FF Uncensored.
Today we are going to talk about gas stations. And if you don't have the Upside app yet, please contact me and I'll send you my code. Do you use the Upside app?
Yeah, I used your code.
Okay, perfect. Keep using it. If you want discounts on gas, just hit me up. All right. Today we're going to talk about gas station food, and what you can do when you're road tripping or you're on the road and you need to grab something. Gas stations have come a long ways. A long ways. And some are still better than others. So knowing which ones to stop at, I think, is important. But then once you get there, what are some good choices when you do go to a gas station? So let's first start with your favorite gas stations to stop at that you feel like have relatively decent options. And they may be different because you're in the South, but
Okay, well, I'm going to say we just got a quick trip.
really?
So, yes.
You got a quick trip? They've moved that far south?
Yeah, I know. It's so exciting. Okay, so Quick Trip, hands down, probably one of the best ones. I feel like the really nice truck stops, so like Love's usually is pretty decent. Those ones are pretty good. Local to me, we have a Nico's, which is a very local gas station, but it actually is a little mini grocery store, so that can be a really good one. Yeah, those are pretty much my go-to. But like, I have gone into some hole-in-the-wall grocery stores on road trips, and I've still found
gas
good
stations?
stuff. Yes. What did
Not
I
grocery
say?
stores.
Yes, I meant gas stations. Some real hole-in-the-wall ones.
Well, I mean,
On
I think
road
we can talk about like, hey, I'm going to Quick Trip, which is for most people listening to this, they would have access to a Quick Trip or they would see one where they're traveling. And then Holiday is another decent one. Holiday has improved theirs.
They have those in Florida, a lot in Florida.
But we can even talk about like, hey, what if we go to a gas station that's like your traditional gas station? There are probably some choices that you can make if you're trying to stay on track with things. So let's start with Quick Trip. What are some of your favorite go-tos with Quick Trip?
Hard-boiled eggs and prepackaged mayo.
That was gonna be my first one. Was hard-boiled eggs.
Hard-boiled eggs and the prepackaged mayo.
Mayo? Really? We just do I do the red hot. I do the packaged red hot.
Oh, see, so I don't like egg yolks. And to me, that's such
a
waste
Ezra.
of
You and Ezra should hang out. You guys would be.
No, but
you wouldn't be buddies because you'd both be fighting for the egg whites. So
I like egg yolks, but I don't like them hard boiled egg yolks. So what I would do is I would cut it up and I would mash it and I would add mayo and then I put it back in and I would eat it more like a deviled egg. But then I eat the whole egg so I get all the nutrients.
That seems like really a lot of work for just like putting an egg in your mouth. But
I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. Trust me. I've tried.
Yeah, that was gonna be my first one too. Is hard boiled eggs. They're great. Like to have them in 2-packs. Awesome. Quick Trip also has fruit, so you can get pears, you can get apples. Other things that we like are they have baby carrot packs there. They even have like fruit. They have like blueberries and some of the other kind of more grocery store items that work well.
So other stuff that string cheese usually as well.
String cheese.
String cheese is hands down one of my go. A couple hard-boiled eggs, string cheese, some fruit potentially. I might even go like, while it's probably not like the most perfect snack if they have prepackaged stuff, I do like the hummus packs that have the little pretzels, the flat pretzels on the bottom. But I might also buy carrots or hummus and eat or carrots or celery or whatever kind of vegetable they have and dip that in the hummus as well. So I can eat some of those and use the hummus for something else.
You also know what an underrated one is?
What?
Pickles.
Ooh, and they have the big pickle too.
They do it. So the pickles are a great one as well. Our kids really like the pickles. That's another really fun one. And another one that we've kind of done sometimes if we need more food, like if I'm like I need some, I'll go to the refrigerator section and I'll get a big pack of deli meat, and then I'll get the slices of cheese. So like the full like grocery store slices of cheese. Mm-hmm. And then just grab some mustard packets and mayo packets, and you can just put them on and crush them. And so it's an easy way to get plenty of protein if you're trying to maybe minimize carbohydrate stuff.
Or even if you're not, but like you don't want to buy a loaf of bread. Like I can eat, if you have a couple people, a deli meat and some cheese.
It's like 16 ounces. You're going to eat a pound of deli meat easy.
Or I mean, like if you're with another person, that's 8 ounces, which really isn't that much.
Right. So and it's a little more economical than buying like just a little like single serving packs.
Which is, it's nice and convenient, but like sometimes are like, I'm trying to be like, watch what I'm doing and like that kind of thing. So, um, what if you wanted hot food? Because I mean, a lot of people are going in and they're like, we're stopping. I want something from the hot bar. What would be some hot food choices at maybe a gas station that you would grab?
Yeah, I mean that's a little bit harder, right? Because most stuff is going to be fried, breaded, and then on a bun typically. And so, like, I think one, it's just being very cognizant of amounts, right? And this is really any sort of like fast food joint, right? Whenever we ultra process things, think like buns and that kind of stuff, it just makes it really easy to consume and overconsume. And so, just being conscious about like, hey, looking at things like, hey, how many calories are in this, right? Is there 600-700 calories in this sandwich? Cool. I should probably just have the sandwich, and then I should probably have some maybe lower calorie sides with it, maybe some carrots or things like that to keep me. I think a good kind of nice range for most people, probably females more in like the 600 to 700 calorie range for a meal. Males, maybe we're looking at 700 to 800 calorie range. If you're doing 3 meals a day, can be a good, just at least general rule. And so look at stuff and then just pick things that make sense. Maybe that A, that you'll enjoy, and then B, that kind of fit within those ranges. Hey, is it a 600 calorie sandwich? Awesome. Now just add some fruits and veggies to it, and you probably have a nice 800 calorie meal.
And knowing that like what you ate for your first meal and what you are going to eat for your next meal can also play into that. Maybe you had a really low calorie breakfast and you're going to eat a little bit more at lunch. Like that's also okay. You have a little bit of wiggle room because it's not what you do for each individual meal, it's how everything goes together. um, but if you are traveling, it is watching some of those choices, like this instead of that. I'll also say like packing a cooler and hitting up Walmart is a really great trip,
Oh
even
yeah.
on the return end as well. Like if you already have, you packed stuff for your way there, why not run into Walmart or a grocery store and pack yourself stuff on the way home? Um, it's a very easy way to get yourself back in motion before you leave. Um,
One other thing too that I wanted to mention there that we didn't really talk about is protein shakes. So you can find lots of. I mean, they usually have multiple brands that you can choose from.
mhm.
So just look at labels, see what makes sense for you. Pick lower sugar options. But that can be another way to get 30 grams, 40 grams of protein in
Oh,
just like
I'm
a
gonna
drink.
say hands down, if you're looking and you see the Fairlife, the Core Power protein shakes that have 42 grams of protein, that I will say they're not the most perfect ingredient ones. 42 grams of protein in a shake, and it actually tastes really good. You're gonna probably gonna be able to drink it. Like I'm gonna buy one.
Mm-hmm.
That and a cheese stick and an apple, and I have a full meal.
Right. I mean,
So
you think about that. There's probably like 7 grams of protein in a cheese stick, maybe. Um, and so like you're gonna get almost 50 grams of protein in that meal with
yep,
a whole lot of calories and extra calories.
yeah. So
You're probably under 500 still.
yeah, you probably are easily. It's probably like 420. I can't wait for him to do some math.
I'm looking at
Um,
the protein. I'm not super familiar with the
so,
Fairlife protein ones.
so
So
I mean, like, it's gonna have sugar and it has some that stuff, but I do find that they taste really good. Especially when you're on a road trip and you're like gravitating to like, oh, I could buy a candy bar, or I could get this. Like to me, it tastes like a chocolate milkshake, and I have definitely grabbed them. I've tried other protein shakes, and nothing's worse than having something not like you have a sweet tooth and you're craving something that fills it for me. But remember, I eat relatively healthy most of the time, so like it can't taste any worse than some of the other stuff I've definitely eaten in my day.
yeah, I'm looking at the elite ones, and those are 230 calories and only like 7 grams of sugar.
Oh, so really not that bad for a.
This is the elite chocolate 42-gram complete
Yep.
protein.
I mean, the other thing you can do is you can bring protein with you and buy milk and just mix it with milk too. But
Mm-hmm.
that means you have, like, do you need another container to shake it in, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. But there are lots of opportunities to be able to do those things as well.
It's just I think it's
Um,
going into it with like almost like a. I'm a little curious. What can I find at this gas station that's going to, or what's the best option I can find at this gas station? Maybe it's beef sticks and nuts. Because if you
yeah,
go to
so
some of
like
the sketchier ones, like that may be all you have access to.
And so, like, here would be my trick that if it is a beef stick and nuts, I wouldn't buy the bag of nuts that serves 4 people. I would buy literally the single serving thing of nuts, maybe 2 of them, depending on the situation and where I'm at, what's going on. But I'm buying single serving packs because I will eat an entire bag of pistachios in one sitting. Not a good idea. So like grabbing those. The other one is I would look at protein bars and I would read the label. And if there's some that I like, I might do it. Like I don't love Quest bars in the day to day, but I know that I can eat one if I'm in a jam and I'm hungry. If they have Quest bars, I'm probably going to buy the Oreo one. Like I know that it's not my ideal most perfect choice, but I know it's going to be better than me eating a Snickers okay. Why did I even say Snickers? I don't even like chocolate and peanuts together.
Snickers is the most sold candy bar. So whether you like it or not, everyone thinks of candy as Snickers. So
okay, cool. So it's because this has been
you've been conditioned.
Cool. Crazy. So I would say like looking at stuff like that. Is there a protein bar? Is there one that you like? Does it have a good amount of protein? You can also look if they have a good amount of fiber. Like there's stuff like that you can do that it might not be the perfect choice, but it's gonna be better than grabbing candy or that kind of stuff. So what else you got?
I have a fun fact on Snickers. It's been the best-selling candy bar since 1930.
Almost 100 years.
That's pretty crazy. No, I think if you go to a holiday, a quick trip, you're going to find more fresh food options, and so those can be great solutions. If we are in some of the sketchier ones, you can usually find the mixed nuts, the beef sticks or beef jerky, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're going to pay a little bit more for it, but that's just kind of the nature of where you're at. You do that with maybe a protein shake or something like that, and I think you can piece together a pretty good meal in a place that maybe isn't ideal. So,
and I'm also going to say that a lot of these things and picking those choices are going to be just as much as swinging through a drive-through price wise, and you're going to probably feel a whole lot better. Like you can't even go to McDonald's for less than $12. I mean, can people? I don't know. I don't even remember the last time I ate McDonald's, but
no, it's true. If we go swing through with the family, it's like $60 later. And so, I mean, that is true.
$60 to buy McDonald's?
That may be a little, actually, it's probably not that far off. It's probably about 50. I mean, you think about it, 12 to 15 bucks a person, right? 4 people. Now we're at,
I'm eating Mexican. For that price, I'm going to eat Mexican food.
But that's why Chipotle is my favorite. Like you can for like 10 bucks at Chipotle, ask for a little bit extra. They give you a little bit more. It doesn't cost you anything, right? Maybe you spend a little, splurge a little bit, get some guac on top. Boom, you got it.
I don't think Chipotle is as good as it used to be, but
oh my goodness,
I know. Mine's the one here is just disappointing. I'm gonna go to Moe's, but same idea.
Oh, Moe's, get out of here. Okay. All right, we need to end this thing because we just took a really bad turn. Here's another fun fact for gas stations. Rather than buying individual things of water, buy a gallon of water and then just have your little refillables, because a gallon of water costs about the same as one 16-ounce thing of water, and you get 4 times that. So that's just a little insider tip on saving a little money at the gas station. Buy a gallon of water.
Except for the problem is when you're on a road trip, you have to stop to go to the bathroom. And if you have a gallon of water, I will drink a gallon of water.
you fill up your fillables with the gallon of water, and
no, we're not. I'm not doing that with you.
So, yeah, I mean, hopefully that's helpful. It doesn't really take much more than that. It takes just being conscious about going into it, right? Preferably not going into these situations like extremely hungry, right? If we're in an emotional state, if we're extremely hungry, we're going to make much different decisions than if we're like, I could eat, but I could also not eat, right? You can make better decisions when you're not in that kind of full on state. So if you are thinking about it, maybe stop sooner than later, so that you can make better decisions, or else you're going to go in like milkshake, hamburger, give me it all, right? And then you're going to eat it all, and then you feel it afterwards. So, and it's mainly because of the state that we were in when we went in there, because we were just ravenous. So,
all right. Well, we hope it helps. If you guys have any other tips to share, please don't hesitate to comment on this video and help other people out as well.
Sweet.
Till next time, everybody.